Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Billy GEO, from the hothints.niger.com. I'm here to talk about the oil subsidy that was removed in Nigeria that has made impoverished Nigerians the more and made people to be trekking like we are in the, in the Stone Age. Okay, what is oil subsidy? Oil subsidy is the way the government subsidizes one or two commodities for her people to buy it more cheaper. That is just it. And a lot of countries in the world don't really pay money for subsidy. Either they give tax exemption for a particular product so that that product will be cheap in its place in their country, or they do trade by barter. In the issue of Nigeria, Nigeria is actually doing trade by barter with oil subsidy. So now, let me break it down to a layman understanding so that you can understand what I'm trying to tell my Nigerian people. Now, if the marketers that import the fuel into the country are supposed to bring it at the price of 10 barrels of oil, the government will give them 15 barrels. So this 5 barrels now will become the subsidy of the pump price so that people can buy it affordably. See? So now, the government is not spending money. The politicians are making it to look as if they are spending money to subsidize the oil. They are not spending any dime. Rather, they are giving out our natural resources. Me and you, natural resources that belong to all of us. This is why Buhari said, who is subsidizing who? Because he knows that nobody is paying any money for subsidy. Rather, they are taking our resources to subsidize us. So, but because of Nigerian politicians, this is something very difficult for all of them to say it. And even people who are rolling around this issue, narrating it, cannot tell Nigerians that Nigerian politicians has a lot of data in their closet. And the West is using it to hold them ransom. Now, you have to do the Western world bidding by making sure the pump price in Nigeria is reflecting the international pump price market. And which is not obtainable because these places, they are all developed, they are well organized, they are well structured. There's a lot of things the government support their people with, which our government is not supporting anybody with anything. So the only support we are getting from our government is this oil, which is our natural resources, and they are using our oil to subsidize our oil as a finished product. Hence, they have destroyed our refinery. We can no longer refine the oil in our place. So those who want to go and bring the fuel in to our country need to take more crude oil as a way of subsidizing to make it cheap for us. So nobody is subsidizing anybody with any money. That is why they cannot give you any figure of how much they have gained from the subsidy, because the oil they are using to subsidize our fuel does not affect our OPEC quota, does not affect the oil we sell in the international market. It doesn't have any effect there. You can imagine they are bombing some ships, loading full ship of crude oil in the waterway. So if the oil is so important to them, they will not bomb that ship full of oil. They will rather seize it and sell the oil or use it for our own benefit, to our national coffer. But what is happening here now is that our politicians is doing the bidding of the IMF and the World Bank, because the IMF and the World Bank knows that if Nigeria is stable, Nigerians at home are comfortable, then the Nigerian diasporas will be remitting, the money they are remitting will have more value. And a lot of our people will be pulled out of poverty, will be placed, will be in different fields doing what they are doing, how to do it best. So this is what is going on. Our president now knows that they are not using money to subsidize us. And I want to let Nigerians to know that oil will never finish in Nigeria, because Nigeria is a recyclement point for residue all over the world. The oils they drill dry in Oloibiri. After some years, they filled back, the whole oil well filled back, and the community boys went and report to Chief Adogo, and the Chief Adogo called Shell people, and Shell people came, and the only thing they said was they will take care of it, but oil will never finish in Nigeria. They just confirmed it. They knew already, but they just confirmed it to see that the oil has refueled back. So oil will not finish in Nigeria. I don't know why Nigerian politicians, this is why it's not good for you to elect somebody who has some skeleton in their closet to be your president, because he's going to dance to the tune of the Western powers. Look at the way the Kenya president is talking. Look at the Malawi president. Look at the Zimbabwe president. All these guys has nothing you can hold them with. So they can talk, they can negotiate for their people. But in our own politicians, even some of our politicians, imagine people like Tunde Bakari, Wale Soyinka, and co. They all went to the what they call the square, Freedom Square, to campaign for this very subsidy, that Jonathan should not remove it. And Jonathan listened to them, because Jonathan is a very good listener. He listened to them, and he left so we are buying fuel at a minimum rate till Buhari came. Immediately Buhari came, after the Chanter House meeting, they used police boxer to take Buhari out from the Chanter House. They went to discuss about the subsidy, how they will make impoverish Nigeria, because if Nigeria is economically vibrant, definitely the whole West Africa will be stable, they will be strong. When West Africa is strong, other African countries will tap in. So they don't want this thing that is happening, that Nigerians are one of the most smartest people in the world, according to what is going on now. They don't want it to keep on going, because Nigeria all over the world are raising more talents, more entrepreneurs, more people that are thinking right. So this is why the West persuaded our president that if we remain there as a president, he must remove that subsidy. And now he has removed the subsidy. So you are removing your own resources. This is your resources, so it's not like you're buying it. This is something that is coming from your country. It's your own property. Now they ask you, stop giving your children food. This is automatic. In a layman understanding, the international community just simply asked our president to stop giving Nigeria free food. Stop giving them food. Don't give your children food. Allow them to suffer. Now everybody is suffering. Now you have to understand, next time when we are asking you to vote the right candidate, vote somebody who you can verify his identity, his parental background, his everything. Then you will understand what other people mean. Now we have voted somebody that any country can hold him on blackmail. So all the whole country, all the Nigerians need to suffer it. We have to suffer the consequences of our choice. Anyway, it was just few people that voted him. And those few people that voted him, I don't know if you guys were thinking right before you cast your vote towards that end. So this is what is happening. So anytime you hear about this subsidy, don't think Nigerian government is spending money to subsidize any Nigeria. Rather, it is Nigerians that are subsidizing Nigerians with our resources. After all, the politicians, they are owing Nigerians. Most of them, the whole wealth they have is our wealth. It's our collective wealth. And this wealth, they have stocked it all over the world. They are not using it to develop our place. Our place is like some of our places, you look at it look like a garbage, a slump. But this money is lying down somewhere in Dubai, in America, in Europe, and they are using it to help their youth, train their youth, empower their youth, give them safety net, give them people, government feed people overseas. Go to their prison yard. They are even begging some other countries to bring some inmates for them. Some people go to free prison yard there now to become a better human being. But our case is the other way around. So I don't want to talk about politics too much on this particular video I'm making, because the politics now is causing me a lot of problem. Since I made it known to the public that our information bank will be opened for public assessment, they have been hacking my website. We are having a lot of technical glitch there. I'm supposed to come live online with my camera crew yesterday, but we couldn't, because they couldn't allow me to go. They couldn't allow me to go. This is what I'm facing. I just want to let Nigerians to know that they are being hacking me left and right, because of they know that I will explain to you guys more better the way you can understand that this Nigerian subsidy is just trade by barter. It's just trade by barter. Nigeria is not losing any money in the subsidy. The presidency is not losing any money. So they just indirectly just decided to wicked Nigerians. That is just it. And the Nigerian elites who are part of these schemes, none of them want to say anything.